Hi Gemini, how are we today? Just doing our weekly reading. This week we're looking at a bit of sort of everything, seeing what wants to come out, what's important for you this week. Okay, so make sure you do subscribe if you're not already. I do really appreciate that support. I've got the Mystic Martian Oracle. I have the Yin Yang Oracle. I have the Romance Angels Oracle cards for love, as well as the main deck we're using is the Jester Lenormand this week. Okay, so getting into it for you, Gemini, I'm going to start with the Yin Yang Oracle for you, Gemini. See what is going on for you at the moment. Okay, Gemini, what does Gemini need to know? What's going on for our Geminis? Okay, so straight away, I am seeing here we have the avoidance card, the stalemate energy that's come through with the family, the home, the commitment card. So straight away, it does feel as though you are avoiding either a commitment or avoiding family in general, avoiding something to do with your it's feeling like family duties, family responsibilities. There's an avoidance happening there. For some of you, it does feel like it's going the other way, where you may be sort of feeling that somebody in the family is avoiding you for some reason here. I do feel though, for majority of you, that it's not so much that you're avoiding a person. It's for a lot of you, the next card I do have that has come through is the Alchemy card, the Ancestor Guides card. So, for a lot of you, it does feel as though that is more to do with what we're avoiding. We're avoiding um, a lesson from the ancestral thing, because I'm getting the reference to, breaking ancestral trauma kind of thing. There's something that you're avoiding facing a pattern within the family or things like that. So it's kind of this energy of recognizing a trait within somebody else within the family, and it seems like you're recognizing this trait within somebody within the family. You're able to recognize that, or they are like that because they got that off. Like, for example, if you notice something, oh, my mum always does this. And her mum always did that, so she's gotten that trait off her mother. But you're kind of avoiding the fact that you have got that trait from her as well. Like, that's kind of what it's feeling like here. And you're kind of avoiding your own role in the family and the family pattern. I'll see if I can get a bit more detail about that for you here, Gemini. Clarify what's going on for Gemini with the ancestor guides energy, the avoidance energy. Yeah, so we have the clouds coming through, as well as the dog energy. Okay, so the dog energy is very similar in this scenario to that family energy. It talks about loyalty, understanding, and compassion shared between you and family members. It does talk about, platonic relationships and, the companionship between you and somebody within the family. For a lot of you, I feel like it may be specific to a person, but it's not that you're directly avoiding the person. It's, for some of you, you may be avoiding certain commitments to your family in that regard, to a certain person within your family. Because I'm picking up on, like, and I'm seeing the layers, the patterns. So I am picking up on this thing. It's like, I'll just use the grandmother example again. That, if your mother cared for her mother when she was very elderly and whatnot, and your mother is kind of expecting you to do that for her, and you are on a different page. You're kind of like, no, we can do this a different way. There's other options available to us. Just because I'm a certain person within the family, why is it my sole responsibility here? I'm kind of getting those sorts of energies. It's something to do with a pattern within the family, and a certain commitment that someone in your family has made to their parent. I really do feel that for a lot of you, it's a parent to child, to parent to child, to parent to child thing here, and you're kind of trying to break the pattern, avoid the pattern, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's it may be a bad behavior that has sort of been passed down here, that you're trying to avoid that and trying to break that cycle, and not show that pattern, forwards onto your own children, that kind of energy. So this may not resonate for every single one of you, but, we do see with the clouds, though, that you are being very logical about this. You're being very rational and, thinking through all the different possibilities here. And, I feel like the other person is seeing it more of a commitment, loyalty issue, whereas you're actually trying to be very rational and logical about it. So, but there is an element of you trying to avoid the problem altogether. I'm just going to grab some advice here as well. I am intuitively feeling that there is a need for you to face it a little bit more head on, but we'll see what wants to come out for advice for this situation for you, Gemini. Advice for Gemini, I can never say the word properly. Gemini. Okay, advice for Gemini with this situation, please. The need to make a specific choice here. We have the crossroads and then the fish. Okay, so the crossroads does let us know that you make your own path, Gemini. That you follow the path that is right for you, and there may be some financial costs that need to come into consideration with this choice as well. With the fish, there may be a financial decision in like that is being asked of you with this as well. So that may need to come into consideration while you're making your choice, the financial aspect of things. But it's kind of, there's multiple choices for you here. There's, you can follow whichever path you want to, and if the path A and path B are not right for you, you can, carve a brand new path and make your own path through this, Gemini. It's very muchly along the lines of, it's really up to you and what you want to do here. It's you are more than welcome to break this pattern kind of energy, that if that's what needs to happen, that's what needs to happen. If that's your decision, that's what's going to happen. That's going to be the best path to take here. It's very much your free will reigning the day here. So for each and every one of you, it may be a little bit different. But I am just sort of feeling as though, rather than avoiding the situation, your advice is to make a clear decision, choose a path and kind of stick to it, and, face any choices as they come up, rather than avoiding any of these decisions that may need to be made. So for some of you, there may be the need to, make a decision one way or another relatively soon in regard to this situation. Okay, but we'll move on and see what else wants to come out for you here, Gemini. We'll have a look with the Mystic Martian Oracle. Okay, Gemini, what's going on for Gemini? What does Gemini need to know right now? The crop circles. Okay, so that's messages, curiosity, and signs. So, there will be signs leading you along the way here with whatever decisions you're needing to make in your life here. I do feel that for majority of you, this is a separate issue altogether. This is more about paying attention to the signs and synchronicities and the messages that you're being given at this time. There may be some communication that is coming in for you this week, and there's the need for you to ask questions and show curiosity, understand something a little bit more, get to know something a little bit more, maybe somebody, but showing your curiosity into whatever this communication is in regard to, looking into it just a little bit more, and using that to help guide you through the process. I'm kind of feeling like it may be connected to like a communication that presents an issue around you or in your life here, and you're kind of being asked to, rather than reacting, ask questions. Ask questions so you can know the full scope and, see the signs that you maybe missed on the first initial communication there. Because we also have the alchemy, the philosopher's stone, the Harry Potter card, guys. Infinity, destiny, and magic. Okay, so there's a way for you to change this situation. Whatever's going on here with this communication, I will ask and see if we can get some clarity about what that is in regard to. What aspect of Gemini's life is this in regard to, please? Just having faith that you're on the right path here. We have the cross and the tree. So having faith in yourself, having faith that you're on the right path for yourself, that things are happening the way that you need them to happen for you here. They definitely are with this energy here, but there may be, this communication may just sort of make you question yourself, I feel, for a lot of you here. But, this is all part of your destiny. Both the cross and that philosopher's stone card do talk about destiny playing a significant part for you here at the moment. So things happening in your life at the moment, it's kind of, signposts along the way for you to know that this is part of what is supposed to be happening in your life at the moment. So, paying attention to those signs that are showing you which direction to go in at the moment, and not reacting to things, and really, I feel like taking your time to process things and ask a little bit more, question a little bit more, get to the bottom of how this truly affects you, and using your own wisdom to guide you at the moment, rather than the initial reaction. There's the need to ask questions at the moment. Okay, it doesn't want to tell us a specific area of life, but if it is a specific area of life, it would be more so to do with your own personal growth, and just understanding that you're on the right path in your life one way or another. Okay, so I do feel like that is a little bit of reassurance for you that things are, there is destiny at play for you. Things are happening for you, whether you are paying attention to those signs or not. But if you stop and look around, you will see the signs that are supporting the fact that yes, you are on the right path here, Gemini. So, a lot of you may be seeing like, the repeating numbers and those sorts of synchronicities at the moment, because, they do sort of show up a lot when it's kind of guiding us that yes, you are on the right path, because, it's kind of, that's why it's called a synchronicity, because you're in sync with your life, your soul, your soul path. You're in sync with, the greater energy, and that's why you do start to see those repeating numbers. So I do feel a lot of you probably are seeing those at the moment as well. All right, but we'll have a look at what's going on with love energy as well. Okay, love and romance for Gemini. What's going on for love and romance with Gemini? Strong message for you today about, knowing that you're on the right path and following your path. It's all sort of working out, falling into place for you here. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay, so I feel like for a lot of you, maybe very single Geminis watching today, you are calling in that true soulmate. We do also see retreat and release your ex. So especially with that, calling in your soulmate energy, that the affirmations, prayers, and visualizations, a lot of the time they are something that you need to do alone, and we are seeing that with the retreat energy. It's time to disconnect from the world. There may be a need to turn the phone off for a couple of days and just spend some time to yourself, going within, finding that confidence that you are on the right path. Once again, here with that tree energy, looking after yourself first and foremost, taking some time to take care of yourself here, Gemini, and releasing the X. Okay, the time has come to clear your energy. Pardon me. So, when you do take some time to yourself, I feel like for some of you, it's not necessarily about the actual X. It's just clearing all that energy that you've already processed and, have been maybe holding on to certain things and worried about other things, and just clearing your energy and getting back to the truth of yourself, and having faith in yourself, and knowing that you are on the right path one way or another here, and just spending some time just to get to know yourself again, Gemini. It does feel, like that's sort of the prevailing message for you here. Spending some time to yourself, releasing any negative energy you've been holding on to, stop avoiding things as well. I do feel, but we are seeing that very strong message of trusting that you are on the right path, that you are making the right decisions, that there's no need to avoid any decisions, because whatever decision you make, it's part of your path, and you are going to just sort of make the right decision one way or another, and you are being shown signs and being given messages that are showing you the right path for you to choose. So I do feel as though, as long as you're listening to yourself and your higher self, and your the true path that you are wanting to follow, you are going to follow that. Okay, it does sort of feel like it's a bit of a reassurance energy for you here as well. Okay, but you're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, and hopefully I will see you all again. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, like the video, and share with a friend, let a friend know as well, and I'll see you all soon.